everybody, it's Nancy. I'm just coming on to do a quick VR to Mascha at Musings by Mascha about TarotBling. And so I'm going to pull out the decks I have that have a lot of splash of them gold and you know, shiny stuff going on. One I just got is the Lucid Dreams Beginner's Tarot. Very pretty box, magnetic closure. And this deck has kind of a nice matte gold sides to it. And the backs are blingy. We're going to have to find, there's the light to show you the bling. All the cards have, I'm going to move my keyboard because my cat's coming. Hi, Jade. All the cards have this gold effect on various parts of the image. And very nice cardstock. It's interesting, it's kind of linen on one side and not linen on the other. I've never run into that before. But I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see the gold of the moon around the High Priestess's head is all glitter. My cat has decided to eat things on my desk. The Empress, the Emperor. So this is a pretty blingy deck between the backs and the sides and the bling on the front. Very pretty deck. Has a lot of keywords on it that, frankly, I don't mind keywords that much, but it gives you reversed and upright keywords, but they're hard to read. They're kind of small. But the images are beautiful. It's a great deck. So that is bling number 1, Lucid Dreams. And I will put links and authors down below. Next one. Oh, this one is interesting. It's the 78 Elemental. I have to include it, even if just for the box, but it's also the backs of the cards are pretty amazing. The fronts of the cards don't really have a whole ton of bling. The sides are gilded in gold, but look at the backs. It's a pretty blingy deck. I might blind you if I hold it the wrong way. The cards are not that way on the front, but the box and the backs of the cards for this 78 Elemental deck are pretty amazing. It's one of those decks that's several different artists, and they have a different one every year. And there is actually, no, there's no bling on this. It's just kind of a shiny gold moon around her head. So there's some very pretty cards in here. But again, all the bling is on the back and on the box. So that's 78 Elemental. Next, I'm reaching in my bag here, my tarot bag. The Keymaster Tarot, which Mascha had also, so I won't belabor that one too much, but one of my favorite decks, has beautiful shiny backs, and it doesn't have gilding on the side, which is fine by me. Sigils, sort of gold embossed sigils on all the cards. And they're just gorgeous. You know, it has very pip, almost Marseille style, with this gold sigil showing you the number of elements. A really pretty deck, and definitely full of bling. Okay, that's the Keymaster. All right, the next one, somewhere in here in my handy bag. Okay, this is the Divine Feminine. And it comes in a nice box, a slide box with the thumb cutouts. The backs of the cards are not blingy, but the front of the cards are blingy. Very pretty, very upside down. You know, the gold trim around, the border around each one, and then gold on the elements. A lot of them have the gold flecks for the stars, because this is very much a nighttime sky kind of deck. But yeah, I'd say it's mainly the borders and the stars have the bling. And this one also has a blingy outside to the deck, blingy edging, and that's the Divine Feminine. It's a beautiful deck. And blingy. So that's that one. Okay. This is an old favorite. This is the can't talk. It's the can't read. I wanted to get the title exactly right. Ethereal Visions Tarot. I almost called it the Illuminated Tarot. Not gilded on the sides. A US Games deck, I believe, but lots of gold foiling on the cards themselves. An absolutely gorgeous deck. All these borders that are kind of different on each card, and then some elements within the borders sometimes have the gold. It's mainly the borders. But like on this one, you have the moon. I guess that's the moon behind the Empress. And actually she has some stars in her hair and things like that. So Ethereal Visions, beautiful deck, lots of bling. Very soft pastels behind the bling. So that's an old favorite. That's been around for a while. And then a few more. Well, this is the fantastic Menagerie from Baba Studios. And this has that cold stamp foiling on it. It has very shiny backs. Very pretty backs, and with the gold. Again, does not have the gilding on the sides, which is fine. Let's see if we can show this cold stamp foiling to advantage. You can begin to see on there that there's sort of some glow on some of this. I mean, the whole impression has this stamping on it. And you see here his pack has that gold. Again, but it's beautiful, beautiful cards, as Baba Studios always does. But yeah, you get that shiny impression on each card, and the gold borders, and the beautiful glittery backs. So that is the fantastic Menagerie from Baba Studios. Beautiful box, beautiful, beautiful deck. Okay, I think I have one more, and this is a Lenormand deck. And keep it in this little pouch, which is very pretty. And this is the Anrum Anrum, sorry, I always get it wrong. Anrum Lenormand by Melissa Wotherspoon. And this one has these beautiful little streaks of gold on the cards. The backs are pretty plain. There is gilding on the side of the deck, but you will just see this kind of beautiful gold line, which she talks about how it's a reminiscent of a technique used with Japanese pottery, where if there are cracks, they seal it with this kind of gold, as I recall. But it's an absolutely gorgeous Lenormand deck. And that little bit of bling just adds some fun to each image, and the soft, very soft palette, otherwise pretty much grayscale deck with bling. Now the other deck I thought of bringing out was the Dust to Onyx, which I have the travel size, and the travel size, although it has a little bit of gold on sort of borders on the top and bottom, it does not have the gold that kind of goes throughout the cards, which the regular size does, so I didn't bring out my travel size. It reminds me of this, though, that there's slashes of gold going on with the artwork. So Dust to Onyx, full-size version would fit in this, but I have the travel size, so I thought that was cheating, so I didn't bring that one out. And those are my blingy decks. I'm not necessarily a person who goes around looking for bling, but when it's done well, like on the Keymaster with the sigils and on this Lenormand, I really like it. So thank you, Mascha, for an interesting tag, and thank you guys for coming by. You take care.